And we're going into Jam 1 with Rogers for Team USA and Jamie Dodger for Great Britain. Jamie Dodger hit out, recycled back in the straightaway. No lead yet established. Great defensive hold from Team Great Britain at the front with an angled tripod.
Both jammers really up against their opposing wall.
Oh, it's no Gus, no glory. I apologize. They've changed that. It was Rogers on the overlay. After 30 seconds, again, that really kind of slow defensive work from both teams. But Team USA are lead now.
Jamie Dodger really up against the name, but beautiful offense.
Yeah, that's coming in from Chaz. The pivot for Team Great Britain. Jamie Dodger has removed the star. Chaz at the back of the pack now, so it's not an optimal position. And this lovely low blocking
has been successfully made.
And that is to Chaz, who floors a US blocker, but also hits the floor himself. It's a pile-up between turns 3 and 4.
Everyone's going down.
And we've got a bit of a 2-wall going to work on No Gus, No Glory, who does complete for another scoring pass. That's a 4th pass now for Team USA, hitting their stride now in Jam 1.
Chaz has taken his seat in the penalty box. So we have our first power jam.
And there's an attempt to draw back there on No Gus, No Glory, but does not work. So we'll see what Team USA do here. They're not having to do much as the jam comes to a natural conclusion. 20 points on the board for Team USA. But you know what? I thought the start of that jam was really...
That was beautifully done.
Really good defensive roller derby from both teams, like feeling each other out a little bit. I think Team USA, you know, they know that they don't have to gas themselves too much. I mean, these are pool games. These are 30-minute games designed to get the brackets for the play that will be tomorrow afternoon and Sunday. So they need the win and they need the differential, but they don't need to kill themselves doing it.
Especially in this heat as well.
Interesting. Fun size is through for Team USA wearing the star, but not lead. So lead is still open for Chaz, who has returned from the box. I don't know what happened there. I didn't see the no pass signal go up, but it must have done. Chaz with the star, with 1 to beat, and makes it through for lead.
Picks up lead.
So, hey, we can say that Team Great Britain have got lead against Team USA. You know what? I'll take that. We've got some lovely comments coming in on the stream. Lots for USA and Team GB. It's really lovely to see all the support from people literally around the world so far in this World Cup.
So 1-0-0 Monster really being that last blocker, that last line of defense.
Monster was doing some great jamming earlier as well. Hey, look, 4 points on the board for Great Britain. I am chuffed to bits with that. And we've got 30 on the board for Team USA. But this is quite reminiscent of like adult World Cups for me. You know, when you have less experienced teams coming up against very experienced teams, putting points on the board is a win in itself, right?
That is something to be more than proud of.
Look at this lovely lateral coverage going on from both tripods. Yeah, and I can see Speedy Gonzalez, the person in there with the kind of fuchsia ponytail. They were jamming early for Team USA, so it's really nice to see their versatility as a player as well.
Switching it up.
Oh my goodness, we have 1-2 to be at the front. It's a second consecutive lead for Team GB, and that is Wince. This is, Wince is a super experienced player. I saw them at the World Cup showcase at the World Cup in Manchester a few years back, so it's really lovely to see them on a bigger stage. And they pick up a point for Great Britain.
And they also denied USA picking points up. So lead against USA, scoring points and denying points.
Of course, we can't discount how incredibly skilled the Team USA players are.
Yeah.
You know, you've got two British people here who are getting super excited over Great Britain getting these points, but like the Team USA players did not come here to mess around, right?
No,
they are
here
super
to
dominant.
play.
And they're great kids, like without being patronising. They work super hard. They've been so lovely to their opponents. Ace of skates for Great Britain. Third lead in a row. Lemony Stitches wearing the star for Team USA with one to beat. Lovely shielding offense coming in there from their pivot.
Max speed, I think that is.
Oh, I've just realised it wasn't Ace of Skates. It was Serial Killer. Apologies, the overlay, the board was wrong. But I should have recognised Serial Killer. I know him.
I know him.
So no points scored in that jam. Team USA choosing to set up at the pivot line and then roll back. Very different from what they did against Australia earlier, where they were really hugging that jam line. And then Team GB setting up now in the front. That isn't Shaz with the star. I know that. That is Double Tap, who is lead for Great Britain. And
I am a little bit surprised with how this game has started off. Wonderfully surprised.
No Gus, No Glory is out on a scoring pass in the pack now for Team USA. Does pick up the full 4. Because Great Britain were really stretched out there. They're so much better, as we all are, when we're with our buddies.
When we're together, stick together.
However, Double Tap picks up 4 of his own. No Gus, No Glory, popping over the apex there. Let's see what the pack is doing, holding that line really nicely.
Quite a spaced out pack. USA getting back together. Those blockers have found their buddy a lot quicker.
But we are in a little bit of penalty spiralage going on. So lots of people going to the box during that jam, and Team USA will start with 2 in the box, including the pivot. There's 13 points on the board for Great Britain, and I'm just going to check my scores. So earlier on against New Zealand, they ended up scoring 124. The WFTDA side for Great Britain, earlier they scored 11 points against the USA, the WFTDA side. So, you know, this open side already beating them in points.
Yeah.
Great work. Fun size with just Max to beat at the front.
Last blocker standing, he not let him through.
Unbelievable one-on-one work there by Max Speed.
Giving enough time to get 2 more of his blockers back with him.
And Fun Size setting up, but it's Jammy Dodger who is lead for Great Britain. The stream is going a little bit wild, which is wonderful.
Max Speed there being that double threat, being the last blocker standing, switching to offense and then bridging just to maintain that pack.
Incredible derby from both teams right now. This is the derby I like. Gnarly, grindy derby with lots of really great zonal defense going on. All of these skaters are so skilled that if it goes to a one-on-one situation, they can out-juke each other. But when they're with their buddies, we get the most glorious teamwork and lane coverage. It's beautiful to see.
Our wonderful producer has just passed on a little nugget of information. We are getting a lot of failure to reform penalties.
I mean, so as somebody who doesn't know what a pack is after like 6.5 years of roller derby, I can totally empathize with that. I'm just like, does the pack exist if I don't acknowledge its existence? No, the pack is a concept.
Unfortunately, there are several skaters, black and white stripes, that will tell you different.
And that is why we love and value them so very much.
Yeah.
Nice little close up there on, are those Nike Air Trade? Those are Nike Air Maxes. Somebody is skating on Nike Air Maxes. Are they the children from my school? Who are obsessed with those shoes? We're all going backwards and forwards on this jam start. Are we at the jam line? Are we at the pivot line? We're sitting at the jam line. We have a 4-3 pack advantage. Oh no, a 3-all in the pack. And it's lightning out the first jam this game for Team USA.
Fridge running down the inside line there, hoping to catch that USA jammer, but denied.
Lightning has had a couple of excellent games so far to date with Team USA. Wintz has removed the star on a smooth pass off to
Fridge
1, 2, 3.
now becomes our GB active jammer.
Yeah, and that was a really smart star pass there to Fridge, who was perfectly positioned to take that. Flies into the Team USA wall of blue. You can see on your screen there. Lightning trying the outside, forced to reset. I can't see who that is with that drawback, but it was lovely defensive work. And you can see on your screen now, Fridge going to work nice and slowly and carefully against this US wall. Lightning being taken to the inside very briefly. I think that's Jack in the Box, even though I don't think they're on our roster. Pretty sure that was Jack in the Box who took him out. $15 points for Team USA there, and 3 points for Great Britain off that star pass. I'm super impressed by the blocking in this game so far. I mean, also the jamming, but as a blocker, I'm always going to look at the blocking. And there's some really classic roller derby going on, some really good tripods, some lovely lateral sweeps.
Which is evidently mirrored in the scores. Jammers trying hard.
And you know what? The time feels really different in this game. Like, we're 12 minutes in. We've still got a lot of gameplay left to go. 61 plays 22. I think if Team USA are going to get this big score that they want, they're just going to have to run jam super long, which they've not had to do so far.
No.
I have just noticed, though, it does look like we're going to have a power start for Team USA. So, you know, I'm just going to leave it at that because things might be about to change for Team Great Britain. So that is Chaz sitting in the box with the star. Oh, no, it's Fridge, sorry, not Chaz. Lovely truck and trailer offense there from 975 Miranda Slambert for Lemony Stitches, but we're in turn 3 and no lead established.
I mean, there's a good reason for that. His name is Max Speed.
Well, I was going to say the whole lot of blockers
pulling the rest of the blockers in.
They're waterfalling of the Team GB blockers right now. We are back in the fadeaway. It's taken a whole lap to get Lemony Stitch's lead. It has killed that power jam good and dead.
Jawbreaker desperately trying to keep that one lonely GB blocker nuts and bolts.
And Fridge now with star in hand. Max Speed positions himself at the front of the pack, but Fridge carries on, completes the initial with the star stash.
It's happened so quickly. GB have a power jam advantage.
Oh my goodness, what happened to Lemony Stitches? What did she do?
Not safe for work has just given me a question mark. They are unsure at the moment.
So we have 42 seconds to play in this jam, which will run for the whole 2 minutes. Fridge completes the initial, picks up 4 points. Lemony Stitches back on track, using her offense really well to establish her path. And we can see the pack spreading out and starting to roll a bit.
We are speeding up a little.
Speedy Gonzalez, well, sign of defense there at the front for Team USA. And a nice catch there on Lemony Stitches. Escorted to the inside by Max Speed. As Fridge
Lovely
puts up...
communication between the GB blockers there on track.
And at the end of that jam, Great Britain outscores the Team USA 12 points to 8 on a power jam, although it was a power switch, right? So both jammers needed to sit down because boy howdy, it is hot in here. We've also got comments going, "Let's go Miss Mayhem and no Gus, no glory." Love that. We've got US and Great Britain being cheered for there. We're back in play, and Serial Killer for Great Britain is your lead jammer.
With a power jam.
With a power jam. No Gus, no glory. Headed to the box on a forearms penalty. Now, this is where Great Britain need to be smart, right? These US skaters can match them for speed.
There's no point skating away.
Yeah, so Team USA holding that pack at the top, leaving Serial Killer inches of space. Now, and the cut track is drawn on Serial Killer. So you know what we've got.
Jammer switcheroo.
Jammer switcheroo, and we've got a 2-minute jam. More bang for your buck. More derby for your dollar, is it very much were. Now, Team Great Britain doing the same thing, running the pack long, but I don't think it's a good tactic.
It's not working. It is not working.
So, No Gus, no glory completes the initial pass. Now in scoring position. Comes up against Great Britain, who are getting their walls back together. Take a seat to the outside of the track, so No Gus, no glory able to carry on with 3 points in the pocket. And we have Serial Killer back on track, trying to find an inch, but now that Team USA have had a few seconds to reset, they're really holding those lines beautifully. And that straightaway and the apex. However, Serial Killer does make it through, picks up 4 points in the last seconds of that jam.
I mean, if you're a fan of numbers,
oh yes, it is.
42.
Oh, I was going to say, you know me so well, because although I'm not numerically talented, I like certain numbers in Derby. I like palindrome scores.
Yeah.
I like exact half scores. So it's 84 to USA, 42 to Great Britain. So that's a ratio of 2 points to 1. That's maths.
That's fast maths.
I can tell you that is very simple maths, unlike roller derby. And Great Britain should be thrilled with that ratio so far. It is Fun Size up against Double Tap. Fun Size with the lead status for Team USA. Snarly pack there. Fun Size having to tangle their way through. And an illegal contact penalty going to Double Tap. Oh, bad times for Team GB here.
Oh, beautiful skating there from Fun Size.
He has
keeping themselves upright and in bounds.
There's been several times this tournament where I've thought I really need to go to Fun Size and ask about his core workout. As if I'll ever do core exercises in my life, but it's nice to dream, right?
We can pretend, look like we're making an effort, but that was beautiful.
Team Great Britain setting up at the front of the pack. Oh, not sure that's wise, leaving space for Fun Size to work with it, but Double Tap.
Double Tap's going to use it.
Completes the initial. Fun Size has 12 on the jam.
Fun Size was not looking out for that white blocker there, 2-7. That is nuts and bolts. Just chase them down. And knocked them out.
Interesting that the USA are running these jams now. You know, are they hoping for this bigger differential? Because they hadn't, they've not had the most massive ones so far. But Fun Size decides, you know what?
Tapping out on that one.
That is quite enough of that. Thank you very much.
I do not want to do this for another couple of minutes. I finished, thank you.
And that does take Team USA to an even 100 with 16 on the jam. Great Britain at 46. And USA will send someone who I think is a bit of a game changer to the jam line, and this is Monster. They are unbelievably good at roller skating. That is the most intelligent comment I can say right now. She had some superb jams earlier. Oh.
How close was that?
Well,
we're like, has GB got it? Out they went.
Yeah, Jamie
Monster sneaking along that inside line.
Do you know what? That was such good roller derby and such bad luck, because Jamie Dodger did pick up the lead status, but Monster had escaped the pack. So conserved that rather than allow Monster to run it, which I think is smart work. Ali Johnson on the stream says, lovely work, nuts and bolts, and we are quite in agreement. Nicole Bauman says, Bubba on his toes is amazing. I don't know who Bubba is, but I think all of this toe stop work is utterly glorious. Who do we have jamming now?
That is, how many nines have I got? Have I got 2 nines? Yeah, 2 nines. So 9-9. That is lightning for Team USA.
And they're doing a jammy dodger because they've picked up lead status, but they've been drawn all the way back into the straightaway. Escorted to the outside by Nuts and Bolts, who is holding that outside line so well for Great Britain today. Now going up to play some offense for Wince. And now Lightning is out of the pack, so no points gone up yet because, of course, they had to recomplete that initial pass. Wince is out of the pack, but has picked up a track cut. Oh, my teeth are so gritted right now.
For 2 penalties.
Oh, dear. Did they not leave the track quickly enough? So this is going to be a full minute's play for Lightning, but they are icing the jammer.
First time I've seen that today on either tracks.
We got a nice little replay earlier of Fun Size in an earlier jam, just staying in bounds super well.
The look on Fun Size's face because they'd survived that. I think they were as shocked as much as we were amazed.
I think when you're that good a skater and you do something cool, you kind of like, yeah,
I did that.
That was me. So it's going to be a power start for Team USA. Now, Team Great Britain held this really well last time against Lemony Stitches.
Oh, we are switching over.
It's a track cut for Lemony Stitches. That is not the birthday present that she wants, gosh darn it.
Thought she'd survived.
But she is right back on track because, of course, Wince is sitting 2 penalties. So that effectively cancels the remaining time on one of Wince's penalties, essentially. I think that's how it works. Anyway, the point is, Wince is now also back on track. And goes back
Wince is off again.
Back to the boxer track cut. They must have cookies there, or fans possibly.
Something they want to stay for.
So that means that we are still running the whole 2 minutes. Lemony Stitches is yet to complete the initial here, and we've got this glorious offensive tornado coming in to clear her on the initial. Happy birthday to you.
So over a minute into this jam, and we finally see some points being scored.
Team GB trying to set up at the front of the pack. USA running some interference. And Wince now back in play. Beautiful backwards slide out of the pack there by Lemony Stitches. Wince, with star in hand, stays in bounds so nicely to complete that initial. And Team GB hustling to the front. Who is the pivot right now for Team USA? Because their shielding offense has been textbook.
I cannot see a number.
They are so far away. As they skate back, I wish to observe them and congratulate them on the internet. They're so small. Oh my gosh, I forget that these people are children sometimes. They are so tiny. That is 9.75 Miranda. Of course it's Miranda Slambert. Of course it's Miranda Slambert. Yeah, she has just done some exceptional offensive shielding so far this tournament. 50 points for Great Britain. And we've just had a really interesting little tidbit from Nat Safe Work. And I'm going to say it now before it no longer becomes true. And I'm going to read this word for word so that I'm not sued by roller derby. We believe. Believe. That's the operative word here, folks, okay? I'm not a mathematician. We believe, statistically, this is the closest score a UK team has achieved compared to a USA team in any of the World Championship equivalents. Big yikes, right?
Yeah.
Big. Do you know what? I'm going to take that piece of paper and I'm just going to hold it with me, and I'm going to go give that. I'm going to go give that to Team GB afterwards. Nicole Bauman on the stream says Miranda is amazing, right? Like, tell us more about Miranda Slambert because she's cool. I want to be her when I grow up. Somebody, Hello, has also asked what team is Lemony from. It would be awesome if somebody could tell us, because we have sadly not been granted that information.
Please do.
Nice little comment there. Woo, serial killer, big proud sister cheering from home. Oh, that's so sweet.
Family love on this stream.
And a hello from Northeast Uprising Junior Roller Derby. Yes, we love it when people give shout outs from their home league. So do jump on the stream and tell us things. Who's that jamming?
That is No Gus, No Glory.
I almost said, who's that Pokemon? And then I remembered that this is roller derby. And the Charlie English, jamming for the first time this game, is out completing the initial for Team Great Britain. Ooh, tries the backwards straightaway jump. Yeah, I do that all the time, and I totally never land it. So forced to reset in turn 2. And here's that snarly, gnarly roller derby we know and love. There it is. There is some roll going on from Team Great Britain right now, but the wall formation shape is real nice.
Beautiful.
And we are 8 points on the board for Team USA so far, 4 for the Charlie English Team Great Britain.
Oh, not only did we get the apex jump, we somehow managed to jump over max speed as well.
I'd like max speed and No Gus, No Glory to jam against each other, because there would just be so many legs on track. A little bit of
Charlie
battling.
English looking a little bit tired there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired just watching this, to be honest. This is a big old jam for Team USA. 16 points, but I think more to go up. Yeah, 20 points there, and we've got a little bit of a replay for you earlier of that apex jump.
At that.
That is just really well timed.
So that wins the internet for me today.
I think Speedy Gonzalez's shielding there was just really well timed. And here's No Gus, No Glory. Again with that outside line slide.
Beautiful footwork from jammers and blockers. It is a masterclass.
Imagine being this good at anything before you're 18 years old. Like, that offends me on it. Big old hit on Serial Killer there. Fun Size is your lead for Team USA. Serial Killer still to complete the initial for Team Great Britain. Nice, careful footwork there on the outside line by Serial Killer.
Fun Size most definitely heading to Fun Town in this jam.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
So long.
How long? Like, did you write it down at the start of the game and you're like, I'm going to get this in?
No, I'll let you in on a secret. My Derby wife and I found one of those beautiful bad lip reading videos. Fun Town. Saw that Fun Size was on. got Aston a message. Please try and get it in.
That slow-mo move of Funside through the middle of the pack to gain lead was just gorgeous. And we got a nice little slow-mo close-up of that footwork from Funside.
Beautiful little laterals there as well.
So just having a look at the comments that have helpfully come in from the internet. So Michelle Sarnecki, we've been up all night watching 2 a.m., 5 a.m., now 7 a.m. We love Derby, go USA. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got a shout out for Crushams, for Ty, for Gus, for Serial Killer. And we've learned that Miranda Slambert is from Tampa, and so is Mean Bean and Flomo. Go Florida. Sorry, I got so excited about the YouTube comments that I haven't even noticed that Double Tap is lead. Why did nobody tell me? Yes, Robbie, go. Lemony Stitches with 4 points ahead of Double Tap right now, though, who is having a wee bit of trouble getting around, and picks up a track cut. So a power jam now, a birthday present for Lemony Stitches. I think I've mentioned it's her birthday like 4 times now. I'm trying to get it.
Is it her birthday?
Somebody on the stream said it was her birthday, so I'm gonna keep riding that until the wheels fall off. Lemony drawn back by Nuts and Bolts, who's doing some one-on-one there. She's just got really careful eyes, and you can tell that Team USA have worked on this one at the front shielding offense, because every time there's one defensive player out the front, one of them goes to clear that path. It's really smart, Derby. Lovely to watch.
I will give you the way. Follow me.
Double Tap, back on track, it's resetting behind Tank.
Big recycle. That is a very long pack.
Yeah, stretchy, chewing gum stretchy. And a hard-fought 6 points there from Great Britain, taking them to 66. Team USA 158, and we have under a minute on the clock. Look at this lateral juke there from Lemony Stitches, taking that outside line so well on the slow-mo replay. Zoe Graham, Sheffield Steel Jr. smashing it. Lovely blocking from Nuts and Bolts this game. Zoe, you are so right. Oh, and shout out to Holly as well. Hi, Holly. Holly is a legend of the announcing world. We miss you. Wish you were here. Oh, and Mimi's giving me a shout out as well, but only picking up on the fact that I compared the pack to stretchy chewing gum. I stand by that. Okay.
So that official review was called White 5-8, which is Chaz, was called on a back block, and they were putting an official review in for that because they wanted it removing. However, as part of that official review, it's come back that it was indeed a penalty, not a back block. A high block has been given.
Oh, je comprends.
There we go.
That's French for the officials were right.
It does, however, mean that was number 4 for Chaz.
And we do have high blocks going on as special at the moment, clearly, because Jamie Dodger is in the box for a high block, which actually takes us to the end of the game. The unofficial score, somehow the time has passed. Unofficial score, 66 to Great Britain and 169 to the USA.
What
Yikes.
a game.
Do you know, I am gobsmacked by the level of talent in that game.
Just amazing.
I think that both teams will be going away having big chats about that game, because I think...
And I think there should be 2 teams both rolling out with their heads held high.
Oh, massively. But I can't help but think, did the USA underestimate Team Great Britain a little bit? Which is fair enough, because so did we, right? Like,
we stand corrected.
I've never been so happy to be corrected. I thought there was some gorgeous blocking in that game. Just some really phenomenal teamwork going on. And don't forget, like, you know, for both of those teams, for all of the teams here, it's not like they get to train together on a regular basis.
No. And especially if you're thinking of somewhere like the USA, those teams are spread.
And I'm just going to use my last little stream shout out from Jamie Hollis Reaver, who says, "Go Ripjaw 187, love BBJRD in Kentucky. We are so proud of you, and your pop would be too." He's watching, which I think is just a really lovely thing to end that game on.
Just before we finish.
Yep, you go, Kit.
Not Safe for Work has just passed on. I think what is one of the best things to end that game on. Just to say how amazing both teams were. Both teams had the same number of leads.
Approximately. Yeah, we're not going to do the maths for you because, as aforementioned, it's hot. Okay, it's too hot for maths. But yeah, great work from both teams.